today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll buy some time right. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first. Down.
And the Patriot first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
The numbers for Jones last week, 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On the carry.
Well, the Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways, but remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough, and it was the Titans who came in as the 6th seed and pulled off that stunner 20-13. Of course, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Patriots 3, Titans nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Block working out of the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun snap to Lock. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The 7-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Block now to throw. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one. That's right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score.
Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
from the 39. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. And able to find Conley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Newton on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
6 at the Titans' 18-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every...
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. They begin with Henry, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Operating from the gun. Block. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
at the 20.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3-yard gain on the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Makes the score Titans 7, Patriots.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Block now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Derrick Henry.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Patriots 47.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Tackle made at the
2nd and 11.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, Locke. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
At the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Titans 1st down. first and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give Henry another shot. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Nikhil Harry, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. So we have reached half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 40 now on second down. Lock. And this is incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. Third down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. 54. Rip right. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Operating from the gun. Lock. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better. Shape now for 3rd.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Rock's pass intercepted by the Patriots.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Auden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
At their own 29-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Quick slant to Brown.
A.J.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
For a Tennessee Titan.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From midfield, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Complete to Derrick Henry.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
1st down and much more for Henry. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
A big pickup of 38. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal. At the Patriot.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least 1 blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Locked now on 3rd and goal. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field.
For the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Kickoff for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
2 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10, 5. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Titans take over.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the... Yard line.
They'll take over first down and
suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The tight end Dalton Keene the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Number 1.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Locke, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
At the 50-yard line, a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, Locke. He's going deep for Brown. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
For A.J. Brown.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Draw play. This is Henry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Locke. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for A.J.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, 42 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Aaron Jones. 8 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made at the 44.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On the keeper. It's a game.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Devin Asiasi.
2nd and 2.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Newton. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. The bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns, but all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
That's good for a
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
So Newton and the Patriots down 35-31. A minute 12 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he will find his man on the outside.
Newton's pass.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Bounds at the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He sets up the screen to Jones.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40.
Fight is tight in here. Asiasi. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by a field goal. 27 seconds to go. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Newton to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
Patriots.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Titans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.